Good morning and welcome once again to Grandpa Bill's Grunts and Groans podcast. And I'll talk to you today about a recap for the week. This is actually Saturday morning, May 18th at about 3:08 a.m. This is a prelude to getting ready to do my blog talk radio show later. So I always am going to try to give you inspiration and advice in the 411, if you will, on what products to shop. I want to teach you how to essentially filter out and how you can apply to your working as a guide towards an overall healthier life, and how I deal with my clients, nutrition patterns, relationships. I talk a lot about physical fitness, spirituality, and more. That's the direction of my own establishment of my CTFO business and business opportunity, which I've chosen to direct all my efforts. However, I am continuing to make my private label products and on my custom blend products as well. So I want to continue to work as a guide towards an overall healthier life as I work with my clients and their pets, their family members, and establish relationships with them. Professing living a holistic lifestyle, and it's a lot healthier than most lifestyles of living, but it is a concept and it is a mindset. It basically means you're choosing to live your life and heal your body and those of your pets through natural remedies. What's unique about that way of living in and of itself is you kind of observe everything as whole, which encompasses the mind, body, and soul. I talked a lot in my last couple of shows here, blog talk shows, of how this definitely plays to a certain audience that adapts and aligns itself with integrative and alternative medicine. So if you want to improve your own holistic health, there's several ways of doing that, and there's kind of simple steps that you can incorporate into your everyday life and all this hectic, hurry up and go, busy lifestyle. There's ways to interject it if you prioritize it to do so if you're not presently doing that. A holistic approach to health applies to your mind, your body, and your soul. So you'll hear lots in my archival shows and moving forward, talking and learning how to breathe, how to eat right, how to stay on high energy and motivate yourself accordingly, how to set goals for yourself, how to challenge yourself and reward yourself if you attain them, how to take time for yourself, how to exercise the right way, and how to stay hydrated, especially with tourmaline water and the new tourmaline CBD drink drops and Amethyst Elixir company that I'm working with and for with Seth Brzezinski, the proprietor. I'm taking those products as he develops them with his CBD line because they're so synonymous with the CTFO products that I promote. So in this busy and rush lives of ours on a day-to-day basis, it can be challenging for us to take a second for ourselves and just to kind of calm down and adopt a new lifestyle if you're not presently doing so. It's a way to recap and examine your overall well-being. So a lot of people live life knowing that they don't feel as well as they should, but they're not quite sure what to do about it. Those are the people that I deal with and have for 25 years, and I'm welcoming aboard new people under that umbrella daily. I just sent a message to my meetup audience. I was supposed to have my first meetup meeting on a local level here last night, and I got into detail with them. It was totally as I expected, an initial one. It was kind of robust for a lot of reasons, but no harm, no foul. And you learn from each experience, and that helped me refine my direction for that as well. So we'll see what direction the meetup club goes as well as I incorporate this guide. I'm a guide for holistic lifestyle. I'm not a holistic healthcare coach because I'm not licensed as one, but I've lived that lifestyle for a number of years, actually before it was even in vogue or designated as such. That's how long I've been doing it. So for these people making a change and focusing on living a holistic lifestyle may be the secret that they need. A holistic lifestyle focuses on a connection between your mind, your body, and your soul, and the environment, which I talk a real lot about. This is why I align myself with these manufacturers that I've dealt with for so many years, because they're of the same ilk, and they hold the same philosophies, and sort of the products that they make, and with all these individual ingredients and my capacity as a broker and so forth, that's how I'm moving forward and continuing those fine relationships to include my new maturing and budding one with Seth Brzezinski, which I'm enjoying immensely, and Seth and I will be getting together real soon. He'll be on my radio show. We'll be talking about all these subjects as well, so stay tuned for that. So what does holistic mean, if you will? The dictionary probably would tell you something about it relates to the idea of holism, or that the whole is more than merely the sum of its parts, if you will. Holism is a way of approaching something as a whole instead of focusing on one idea or segment. Thus is the Eastern medicine versus Western medicine philosophy, if you will. For example, holistic medicine or holistic care would more aim to treat the whole person, again, body, mind, and spirit, rather than just a singular body system or symptom by the traditional Western medical practitioner and or veterinarian when it comes pertinent to the animals. So thus we talk about, living or adopting a holistic lifestyle. You're referring to a way of living that would enable an entirely happy and healthy life if you learn how to harness it and do all these individual components that you'll often hear me refer to as the big jigsaw puzzle, as the products that I develop and offer and co-align myself and market for these manufacturers, and now with my own company business via the CTFO hemp oil and CBD and non-CBD products line, how I harness that in my own marketing, and not only as a client of those products, but reseller, remanufacturer, a broker, independent rep, and associate, and so forth. So usually people equate holistic living to what is natural, including what is natural to you and the world around you. That's the audience I seek, and that's the segment I'm looking for in my meetup group. Pertinent to that, if that gets off the ground inside the confines of another 30 days, I'm looking to expand the business opportunity, but I'm also looking to exchange other views with other entrepreneurs, especially here in Maine, small Maine-based businesses. I have a program called the Maine Cross Promotion, and that's something that Seth and I will be talking about when he comes on the show as well. As we'll be talking a lot more about one of his other companies, Living Nuts, as well. So his company with the Amethyst Elixir is just great companion products and coincide quite well with my CTFO, and as I formulate numbers for my sales team on the CTFO project, playing into this holistic lifestyle and promoting it as a profession, and also getting rewarded, especially in the way of residual and passive income. I'll be talking about that a lot more. I'll have some recommended posts for you as I really get more finite writing my blogs and refining my websites, plural, down to one, which I've talked a lot about as well. So I'll be doing lots of articles, that I talked about, revisiting about what is absenteeism, cost school systems, employers, and forth, talking about health, how holistic health versus traditional health, how our products versus over-the-counter non-efficacy products that you get every day, and how you're paying too much, and so on and so forth. So to live a holistic lifestyle, you would need to take care of all of the parts of yourself, not just the body or the mind, because the lifestyle you must consider that all parts that you're connected with can affect one another in the synergy of introducing these holistic earth and clays, seeds, kelps, cleanest water, cleanest food. This is also backed by science. For example, people with chronic pain that you're feeling in your bodies and or your pets that are doing the same usually suffer from the same maladies we do: depression, anxiety, stress, your pets as well, and the animals. And they certainly feel yours as you perpetuate it within your own households and lifestyles. So if you don't eat a healthy diet and instead you're loading up with sugary drinks and processed foods, your health might suffer as well as your mood and your ability to focus. I talk a lot about focus in my own life sojourn of discovering all this brain damage that I talk about that I sustained in a traumatic car accident as a child and all these central nervous disorders and so forth. That's one of the reasons I adopted a holistic lifestyle many years ago. So continuing to promote living a holistic lifestyle, as I'm in semi-retirement now, this new business opportunity gives me more of a way to channel that. And it's much easier than most people think, because the basic elements of holistic living, if you keep it simple, silly, the KISS method, it basically boils down to healthy choices for your body and your mind, taking time to focus on your health and general well-being overall. Pardon me. So as I continue to move forward, I'll be talking about how to eat well, how to eat organically, how to manage your stress, how to meditate, exercise, use holistic supplements that I offer, and then this new business opportunity. And by focusing on putting healthy, positive things into your body and putting positive and healthy things back out into the world, hopefully. That's the group I'm looking for. That's the clientele I have. That's the group I've played to via my kennel kelp business for over 25 years and being in sales and marketing for over 40. So you can better connect your mind, your body, and your soul and happily achieve a holistic lifestyle. So I'll continue to promote and campaign for natural well-being, and I'll do it under the recommendations of ways to improve your ability to pay attention and stay focused. My biggest lesson that I'm still learning on an ongoing, as being a client of these products too. I talk a lot about that. You should check out my archival shows and information. Promoting concentration is something I'm big on because I'm trying to do that myself. Calming overexcited nervous system, such as my own, and support memory function, such as my own. These are all things that are alive and well through the CB1 and CB2 receptors in the animal bodies, as well as the human bodies that I talk about here at the show, here, and on my Blog Talk Radio show. And at my Webs Pro for the moment, and soon to be new web and blog. Follow that saga as I close out my websites over the next 30 days. So all my products contain no chemicals, synthetics, or stimulants, and they offer a safe, natural alternative to other types of treatments. They all come with money-back guarantees, and unique to the CTFO is a 60-day money-back empty bottle guarantee. You can check out all the information for that. One bottle usually is a month's supply for pets and or a 2-week supply for adults, depending on the unique product, your metabolism, your diet. If you're taking the full suggested dosage droppers, I just had this discussion on the CBD drink drops and the 10x Pure to my first client for both, Jen, here in Portland. And the suggested dosage is 4 full droppers twice a day. Well, obviously, you would exhaust the quantities quite rapidly under that premise. I always suggest gear up. Do what works for you. You know, you're never going to OD or anything like that, but a couple, I find in treating for my arthritis in both instances, especially with the 10X Pure, because of the nature of it, um, less is more. And the same with CBD drinks. I'll elaborate on that more as well. So get into the swing of retirement will be one of my subjects that I'll probably talk about in my next show, as that's how at 65 years old I'm approaching my CTFO business, and I'm doing it under the umbrella of it as a holistic guide. I'm not a clinician. I'm an expert in the fact that I can document my case history with the products using them myself, my family, my pets, and my customers that have bought the products for over 25 years. Other than the new prevalence of the CTFO, new hemp. The CBD, although I've had great success with my private label aromatherapy under Ada's Animal Products, which we will continue to market as such. I'll talk more about that in the show too. So these are all natural ways to ease focus and attention challenges in particular. So there's other ways I'll be talking about. However you exercise, yoga, biking, hiking, walking, anything. Get outdoors, especially with the impending weather that is going to try to change real soon, hopefully. Practice mindfulness in the morning with water kits, sacred clay, mineral kits, all on sale at adasanimalproducts.com. I'll have Michael King, the proprietor of Vitality Herbs and Clay, back on my Blog Talk radio show real soon. You should incorporate these water and CBD drink drops in any beverage, coffee, tea, whatever your morning ritual is. Obviously, if you're using the tourmaline water with the tourmaline water drops, you're getting a really strong tonic. And I did a whole show on my Blog Talk radio show posing the question, why not both? Because they're great companion products. Help remove toxicity, all the earth and clays, the kelps. I'll teach you how to eat mindfully, incorporate affirmations into your life. We'll explore dimensions of wellness. I'll go through aspects of personal health, physical, emotional, social, spiritual, and intellectual. I hope to exchange that with you and my own feelings, and I go through recantering my own water fasts with tourmaline water, which I'm once again in the midst of. I'm about 2 hours in. I usually do them once a week intermittently from 16 to 24 hours. Talk a lot about that, how that suffices as a meal replacement, which is real good for your health, real good for your budget. Holistic health is based on the premise of optimal health, which is not based just upon the absence of disease, but upon the living balance of the whole person or the whole animal. So, the holistic health, there's the belief that the body contains an energy system that's supported, and it's the life of the physical body. So moving forward, I'll be talking more about that. I'll be looking for people and seeking complementary and alternative treatments and addressing their own health problems and for those of their pets, family, business associates. That's how you want to gear approaching the business if you do so, because those are the people that you're going to be seeing, especially if you're in a work environment. You see people you work with more than you see your own family would be ideal candidates. And the faction and the theorem and the theory is really straightforward over CTFO. You really just need to avail yourself of the information. To do so, you will never find a business opportunity like this. This does break the tradition of if it sounds too good to be true, it isn't, because this is too good to be true, but it is. And I just had that conversation with Jen, who I talked about a moment ago as my first Portland, Maine client for both the CBD drink drops and the 10X Pure. And I know she's going to be a goodwill ambassador wherever else it goes from there. I think she probably will soon be a client as an associate on the CTFO, buying these products moving forward, but she'll speak and decide for herself. And I would love to have her on my team. we're working on that. I'll be in consult with Seth Brzezinski to a much larger degree behind the scenes, as well as having him on the show. We're really going to work this together. I'm in with both feet. This is a great main proprietor with two great products already, and two really good projections of future growth rate. His Living Nuts company is awesome. Together, they serve a lot of great opportunity for my products to be interjected to coincide with them as we create the BA Sales Health and Meal Bag that I've offered to a selected shopping group for over 25 years. With my customer rewards and incentives, BA Sales 50-25 program, 4 auto ship programs, and so forth. We're here to work with you and for you to show you how to get deeper discounting and help you as a client, help you as a business, and if you come on board as a team member, I definitely take the approach of roll up the sleeves and work with you and for you together. I think we could do some collective, really healthy, no pun intended, but pun intended damage. So the practice of holistic medicine integrates conventional and alternative therapies to prevent and treat diseases, and most importantly, to promote optimal health. And so this condition of holistic health is defined as the ultimate and unimpeded free flow of life force energy through your mind, body, and your soul. That's what I believe in. That's what I promote. That's what's gotten me to 65 years. So the practice of holistic medicine will be mine, continue to be mine, hopefully to get like minds with great products, save you lots of money on what's not working in your life, get you feeling better quicker, help you manage pain, and all your maladies that you and your pets are having. And this universal approach to healthcare is distinctly different from traditional Western medicine. That's going to be the introduction battle we're all having as we introduce these CBD products, especially on the internet. That leads to a different approach to diagnosis and treatment and how we advertise and promote the products. So holistic medicine aims to treat a patient's underlying condition instead of just the symptoms. It emphasizes, again, on achieving optimal health by making lifestyle changes, practicing self-care, and opting for alternatives to conventional drugs and invasive procedures when possible. Holistic medicine is part of an ancient system of philosophies. Again, it's based on Chinese medicine for the most part. An example is a system of healthcare that's, especially when you get into qi and chai and qi, the body's life force energies. It's more of a Taoist, Taoist principle, if you will. That's why I want to get Dr. Jeffrey Lee on my Blog Talk radio show. I talk a lot about him. Done a lot of business with him over the years, and there's an ongoing thing that we're working on. But I want to get him just to convey good health. He studied with the Negrito tribe. It's a fascinating life story in and of itself. So I'm going to see about getting him on, because he talks to this and plays to it and has experienced it, especially his 20 years retired now as director of UCLA Harbor in the vet clinic, in the vet program there. So Dr. Lee's somebody that I would love to get back on the show. Spend some time working on that. So in the way of chi, if you will, Michael King is another gentleman and proprietor at Vitality Herbs and Clay. You should check out his articles and his subjects on chi, and maybe we'll have him talk about that on the next time he comes on my show. It actually flows through the channels of the body, and it's about meridians. I'll talk a lot about that as well in upcoming shows here. Disruptions of the flow that can result in the imbalances that cause his health problems. Part of holistic medicine that involves restoring balances. Talked a lot about this chip that I wear around my neck, which is also a Dr. Lee product and his partner. This is based on nano-vibrational technology. That little spiral chip right there And what that does, I have so many EMFs coming through my condo. I've talked a lot about that. EMF intrusion to your body is horrible. It's really bad for your liver, your immune system, and so forth. I'll be talking a lot more about that. That's another subject that I've talked with Dr. Lee and his business partner about for over a decade. We'll get back to that. So I'm going to cut out here, and a lot of this will transfer over to my Blog Talk Radio show a little bit later today, Saturday. So I like to get a lot of things out of the way here, visually, and this will be on my Grandpa Bill's Grunts and Groans podcast page over at Kennel Kelp, and eventually on my new one-page version thereof, and my blog page will be contained there after June 30th. And we'll continue to market through the show, this podcast, and devising all these kits for special savings. So take a look at the business opportunity. It's time for me to move on with those that are interested. I've got a team in the bullpen. I'm looking to sign you up. Check the patented pay matrix, the exclusivity of the 10X Pure, the exclusivity of the CBD water drops, and the whole line of Amethyst Elixir. We've got some powerful tools, powerful medicines. We can really rock and sock your health or that of your pets. If you really want to make a change for the positive, take a look at us, our products, and we can get a team formulated here, and you can experience an opportunity to generate income as well. So I'll see you in the next one. Have a great weekend. Always remember that BH Sales, Kennel Kelp, It Is Animal Products, Grandpa Bill, Seth Busansky, Michael King, Trina Felber, Kathy Denell Vicat, soon to be Tanda and Shane, Tanya and Shane Vaughn, talking about their products. These are all my vendors. Check out the product videos. You'll know who they are. We all support and promote good health in all animals. They're people, plants, and the planet. Have a great day, everybody. Keep smiling. It releases endorphins.